Good morning. Today's topic is live and let live. Live and let live was one of my favorite topics when I first went into the AA program. Now that I'm doing my own programming and working my own culture, I still like the words live and let live. And I still have a lot of learning to do when it comes to live and let live. So when we live and let live, that means we live our own lives. Okay, we have no control over anybody else, what anyone does, what anyone says, who they talk to, or any of those things. And as soon as we begin to reject that kind of controlling behavior from our own vocabulary and behavior, we're learning to live and let live. That means leave other people alone, and other people will leave us alone. Well, most of the time. So I have no control over somebody else's program. Okay? You can't control someone else's program. You can't worry about someone else's sobriety, their health, or any of those things in the terms of if they want to drink or if they want to abuse drugs. There's not much we as loved ones can do about it. And you folks that are out there using and still practicing this sort of culture, you feel alone, okay? And you're going to have those cravings. You're always going to have those cravings. You're always going to be lost in that until you let go of that. And if you want to live, you have to let that go. So live and let live. And let go of our addictions. And listen to those around us, or let someone else help us. Let the Great Spirit help us. Let our higher power help us. Okay, and those of us that are watching our loved ones, we're angry. We're angry at drug dealers, fentanyl dealers, heroin dealers, any kind of dealers. They're destroying our families. Alcohol. Okay, these are not in a sobriety culture. Okay, a sober person does not do these things. And a lot of folks will say that me smoking marijuana is wrong. Okay, and that's okay. I'm okay with that. But the thing is, that's your beliefs, and I accept that. But you also have to accept my beliefs. Okay, we don't control each other. I have no control over you. You're not my wife, and I'm not your husband or anything like that. And I'm like this is just not geared at anyone in particular. I'm just saying, okay. I've had people try to control me in my relationships, and I never really realized I was being controlled until I thought to myself, hey, this is wrong. And I learned in different programs as I got more sober that this was abusive behavior between both parties, a man and a woman. So we, even if we're married, we can't control the other partner. We have no control over what they think, what they say, what they do. If we have control, and we're then there's a little bit of a problem there, I think, because this person doesn't want to may not want that way of thinking, may not want that in their relationship. They might not want an open relationship where you can go fool around with whoever you want to. They might, your partner might not like flirting. Okay, to me, I find that flirting when you're in a relationship with somebody. It's kind of it's wrong too, right? So that's just my belief. So I'd like everybody, to keep an open mind on what I'm saying here. As for religions, also, like a lot of good topics come up when we're talking about religion. Okay, so many of us First Nation people are very not accepting of the Bible or Jesus Christ as a savior, because for obvious reasons that we are beginning to learn today, that this was the destruction of native culture, and those native people, that you native folks that are out there still practicing uh, the Christianity and worshiping Jesus and accepting Jesus into your heart. This is your culture, okay? And if this is what you're accepting, that's fine. Okay, I can't do anything about it. But as soon as you start trying to pressure me into that kind of stuff, then we have a problem. Okay, because now you're getting into my space. So that's basically live and let live. I gotta live and let live when it comes to someone that wants to worship the Jesus and the Bible, and I'm still learning how to grasp with that today. And the more that I find out about genocide of Native people, and how genocide had affected other Native cultures throughout the world. So I'm more accepting of other cultures, as long as other cultures are accepting of mine and my way of praying, my way of doing art, my way of living, my choice of having a beautiful little dog and not a cat. These are my choices, okay? Um, my choice of a dog is very therapeutic. I choose a dog for therapy to help me with my recovery, because he teaches me responsibility. He teaches me how to accept myself, and how to be responsible, and to stay sober, and to have a reason to stay sober, and not not drink or do drugs. Drink. Um, a drink today would probably take me down, and because it's just I haven't drank in so long, and I couldn't imagine it anymore. I couldn't imagine being like that anymore. And a lot of you that don't hadn't known me when I was drinking couldn't picture me that way. But yeah, I was a very abusive, angry drunk, and I only lived for alcohol. Alcohol was my god. Alcohol was the only thing that I had money for. Okay, alcohol came first, before my friends, before my family, and before anything, and before myself. So I live in sobriety, and I practice it one day at a time, just by what I've learned, the tools that I've learned along the way. And when I pray to the Great Spirit, excuse me, I ask, for that knowledge to share with others. Um, Help me to say the right things, what they want, what they want me to tell them, and I want to be truthful about it, and I want to be honest about it. So help me with that, Great Spirit. That's these sort of things I ask for. So when I live and let live, I live and let other people alone. I can't help someone in their addiction if they don't want to be helped. But if you want to be helped in your addiction, yeah, sure, I'll talk to you about it. I'll tell you a little bit about what has happened to me, and I don't want to hear negativity about other people. I hate gossip. But I just ignore it. I go on Facebook a lot, and I see a lot of uh, gossiping about stuff, and I don't know. I really don't take part in that sort of thing, and I don't care what this group of people did or what that group of people did. I just try to concentrate on my own self and what's going on in my own little world right here. Uh, and so, what if someone wants to come into my space? I'd like them to ask me first, sort of thing. So I'm not big on just people just dropping in just randomly. I'm not that type of type of native person. I would like, someone to just, kind of check it out with me first, and let and maybe message me first, that sort of thing. So I live and let live people alone, and I live my own life here by myself. I don't have people live with me because just for that reason, because this is my space. I I have to stay sober, and I have to have my own space to stay sober. And if I get into a relationship, it's a whole different ball game. So I need to know that person first, accept them, see what they're like, all sorts of things. It's not like how it was where I just I was drunk going to the bars every night and that sort of thing. So it's a different thing being sober, and you learn to respect yourself a lot more when you're sober. The more sober you get, and you learn to live and let others alone. Right? If they want to be promiscuous, if they want to sleep around, if it's your partner that wants to sleep around, I'm sorry, but really we can't do anything about it. We can only accept what is good for ourselves, and that is not to react in a negative way, like shoot somebody or hurt somebody. Okay, we have to deal with whatever comes up. So live and let live. Live for today. Don't worry about others, and don't worry about tomorrow. Uh, Basically, when it comes to programming, you have to mind your own business. Okay, otherwise you're only hurting yourself. You're only causing yourself stress. And with that, live and let live. Have a wonderful day, and live a good day in a long life. Thank you all for joining me again with my, once again, bottomless cup of coffee. Dribbling cup of coffee.